Hello again and welcome to another edition of Wizards of the Street. I'm Ramesh Damani. From the bowels of Bara Bazaar in Kolkata to the glitzy high rises of Mumbai, India's maximum city, my guest proved that anyone with a big heart, some street smarts, can use adversity and opportunity as mere stairs in their climb to the top. Bold bets, bigger gains transformed him from a dreamer to a prolific and wildly successful investor. Let's hear his story in his own words. Please help me welcome the Director of Kedia Securities, Vijay Kishanlal Kedia. Vijay, welcome to Wizards.
Thank you, sir. I was waiting for this day to happen.
Well, it's happened. Thank you for agreeing to join us.
Thank you, sir.
Vijay, Tom Cruise famously said that he feels the need for speed. You were also in a hurry when you were 14 years old. Why is that?
Yes, sir. I was in hurry. Even today also I am in hurry. And I was in hurry when I was 14 because of some reasons. Life was very challenging. When I was 14, unfortunately, my father died suddenly.
Yes.
So that was one challenge. And we were 5 of us, my family, me, 4 siblings and mom and all. And we 21 people living in a joint family.
In Bara Bazaar.
In Bara Bazaar, sir.
Yes.
It's like Kalwa Devi of Mumbai, you can say that. So living like in a chawl kind of setup.
Correct.
You know, and I had to appear for exam, for class 10 exams, which I failed. You know, and environment in family was also not very harmonious. Everybody used to fight with everybody for some reason or without reason. So I understood that I have to hurry up and I have to stand up, you know,
You have
on
to
my
grow up
feet.
and take care of your family.
Yes, exactly.
But you joined the stock market when you were 14 without any capital, without any experience. How was that possible?
So, you see, sir, in fact, in 14, I started doing mock trading with my grandfather. And
Who was a member of the Calcutta Stock Exchange?
Who was a broker, yeah, a member of Kolkata Stock Exchange. So this is how I started. And when I turned 19, then officially I joined the ring, Kolkata Stock Exchange ring. So that time, intuition was the only capital I had. Because I was a trader and my family did not want a trader to, you know, stay
Do
in
broking, not trading.
Exactly.
Your trading experience was not good. You made money, you lost money. And ultimately, your mother had to put up some jewelry.
Yeah, correct. So I was very successful initially because, as I said, that intuition was the only capital I had. But I was in hurry and I wanted to become a crorepati very, you know.
Kaun banega crorepati? You played the game before it became popular.
Yes. So every day I used to think, in this trade I will become a crorepati. So what happened, sir? When when intuition was the capital, my trades were right. Okay. So after 3-4 successful trades, my 4th trade would be bigger than, and whatever money I had made in last 3 trades, I would put in 4th trade. So this is how I used to lose money. So at one time, I had lost some 35,000 rupees. So,
Princely sum at that time. A princely sum at that time.
Yeah, of course, a lot of, and that was blessing in disguise, sir. I lost the money, and my family said that we are not going to take that losses. You have to sell your mother's jewelry. They approached my mom. My mom agreed. Okay, my son has lost. We will pay money, no problem. So, but then I prayed to God to save me this time, and I said that I will leave the market and go away, do something else. So you please save me. God saved me. For a few months, I left the market, started supplying in tea garden and all. And again, I came back. But I learned the most precious lesson of my life, and that was stop loss.
Which is good, but first let's talk about your mother. I mean, there's a lot of hardy women from Bara Bazaar who have, you know, struggled, single, supported their sons. Your mother seems of the same kind.
Yes, sir.
She was very supportive of your career?
Yeah, of course, very supportive of my career, sir. I told my mom, I saw one provision store that somebody is selling 50 paise ka, 1-2 rupiya ka wo pudiya bandh ka bechte na. So I told my mom, I want to become like this. So my mom told, nonsense, you want to become like this? Think big. I still remember, sir.
Have ambition. Great, and that fired your ambition. One of the part of your ambition was to move to Mumbai, right?
Yeah.
Because the stock market was centered around Dalal Street in those era. What were your early days like? How did you make a living in Mumbai?
Oh, sir, that was very adventurous. You know, in first attempt, I came to Mumbai, stayed in Malad, and used to travel from Malad to Churchgate to stock market. But I had never traveled in local, even in the bus also, sir. I had never traveled before. Stock market was 5 kilometers away from my house. Every day I used to walk. So this is how I traveled. But fourth day I became breathless. So I realized that I had become claustrophobic. So I went back to Kolkata, and Bombay chapter was over for me. But after staying 4-5 months in Kolkata, I realized that it is better to die in the ocean than dying in Hooghly River. So I gathered courage, sir, and I came
you
back.
finally moved back to Bombay.
Yes.
You also gathered courage. In 89, there was a big cement boom just about to unwrap. You participated in that, didn't you?
Yeah, of course. In 90, I came to Mumbai ultimately in 90 with the help of Samir Kedia, one of my friend, and then joined Bharat C. Bagri's firm. Then I figured out that ACC has some fundamental value. So whatever money I had in 90 or 91, I put whole, entire money in ACC.
Before the boom?
Before the Harshad Mehta actually, came into
ignited that fire, yes.
Yeah. And
how,
I made 10 times, luckily.
Really?
Yeah.
But the stock kept climbing. Did you regret you sold it slowly?
Yeah, it went up 30 times. But my stomach was full at 10 times. That was first moonshot of my life. I thought maybe it is enough for me. So.
Right. But you would always stay invested, right? You learned not to keep cash. Why is that?
No, because I think, sir, cash is a depreciating asset. Okay. And cash is an opportunity, right? So I, instead of keeping cash in the bank, I would keep it in opportunity. So, and secondly, sir, I had learned this thing, how to live with minimum expenses. So whatever spare cash I had, I utilized for investing.
It always works better in the market than buying a depreciating assets. Vijay, let's take you onto your career. 2000, we had a TMT bull run in India. A lot of the technology stocks went down. What did you do in those years?
Sir, I was so much, it is a 24 into 7 into 365 days job business for me. Okay. So I could figure out, I identified one investment which was leading edge. So whenever there was a sector boom in the market, I always identified one stock in that sector. So one share was leading edge, which I bought from 40 rupees to 60 rupees. And I bought some 1% or some, I bought. And
even then you learned to make concentrated bets, huh?
Yes, sir. Since the beginning only, that was the only thing.
I forgot to ask you, who was the inspiration in your early years? Who taught you this business?
Sir, this alphabet of investing I learned from Mr. S.P. Modi. He's a veteran investor in Kolkata. So I learned alphabets of investing from him.
So anytime you made money in, say, the tech boom or the Harshad Mehta bull run, you made money, you picked the right stocks, they went up. But in the bear market that followed, you lost the money back?
Yeah, of course, I did lose the money when market fell. And all my investments must have gone 40-50% down. And plus, I had a habit of trading, sir. So I always used to lose money in trading. So I am enemy of liquidity. So if I have liquidity in my pocket, I will spoil that money either in trading or in something else. So that was a drag, in my career. That trading helped me also when I had nothing. And trading was a drag also when I had some money.
Right. But at what time did you think? I mean, you've been in the market since the 1980s. You've seen the TMT bull run. You saw the 92 bull run. At what time do you think you had matured as an investor? Was it 2003 bull run?
Sir, I don't know what is the definition of matured, because as we all know that by the time life throws questions to you, by the time you understand, the answer of one question, life changes the question. So in the stock market, sir, we are always learning. Every time there is something new things happening in the market. So I won't say that I am matured investor. I am telling you by my heart that I am learning the market. I am learning.
Okay, so let's take you back to 2003. You had learned to make big bets, concentrated bets, and you had already learned how to ride those bets, to make not double your money, triple your money, but 5, 10 times your money. What were some of your bets in that era, 2005 on?
Sir, during that time, I had bought 3 shares, Atul Auto, Serra Sanitary Ware, and Aegis Logistics.
Let's talk about Atul Auto, because that's a fascinating stock. Very early on in your career, got it, went up and down many times. Talk to me about it.
So that was my first bigger investment in stock. I had bought some, in 2003, 4, 5, I had bought around 10% of the company. And by 2007, stock had gone up 4-5 times. But in 2000 Lehman Brothers crisis, it fell back to 5 rupees, sir. From 70 rupees to 200, 225, and then it fell back to 5 rupees.
Right.
Then again, I bought 10% of the company by preferential or right issue or something at 20, 30 rupees. From there, it went up to 15, 1600 rupees, sir, by 2014 or 15.
Right.
So this is...
So you made a huge amount of X times return in that. What did you see in Atul Auto that made you make that investment first?
What, sir, I apply very simple formulas. The formula which I applied in Atul Auto was that three-wheeler market size was 500,000 every year. And the sector was growing around 5% CAGR. So there was an incremental demand of 25,000 three-wheelers every year. And this company was having a large capacity, but utilizing only making just 8, 9, 10,000 three-wheelers. So I realized कि 25,000 बनाने में तो increment अलग किधर जाएगा, थोड़ा भी अगर करेगा तो ये हो जाएगा. So this is, and it worked in my favor. Management was very ethical, honest, and hardworking. So they,
Ronald Reagan used to say, sir, verify, invest but verify. And for you to verify, I know you send your children instead of Switzerland on the honeymoon to Saurashtra to watch the plant. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is true. Just after 3-4 months of his marriage, I sent him to Rajkot. Go and stay there and just monitor what is happening. So he did not do anything. He did not turn around the company. It was just like, okay, somebody is there. Yes.
The one trade of yours that I always admired, Vijay, was during COVID. I just thought that was a really heads-up trade. You made a big swinging bet on Tejas Networks.
Yes.
First, when did you bet and why did you bet on Tejas?
So I have a habit, Ramesh Babu, that I keep on watching the shares for 3-4 years before I get into in a bigger way.
Yeah.
So I was watching and I bought first quantity of Tejas maybe in 2017 or something at 400 rupees. And the stock fell down to 40 rupees during COVID.
From 400 to 40?
400 to 40.
And that didn't unnerve you?
No, because of course it did unnerve me, but the bet was very small. And I was hopeful that one day this company will turn around because they were making equipments for telecom. And telecom as a sector was doing
very
bad.
well.
Okay, so in 2020 when company market cap was just 40-45 crore rupees, company had 120 crore rupees in cash.
Amazing.
So there was no brainer.
No brainer,
You know,
yeah.
so I bought some 50 lakh shares, whatever shares I could get at that point of time, whatever money I had at that point of time.
I remember a circuit down and you bought up
Yes, sir.
the
Yes,
shares.
yes.
50 lakh shares.
55 lakh precisely I had at one point of time.
At your maximum holding.
Yeah.
And then what was the trajectory of the stock?
No, then it went up to some, I think 650 rupees. And today also it is somewhere around 550. I sold 20 lakh shares.
That's okay, but the Tatas came in and bought.
Then Tata came 2 years back, 1.5 years back. Suddenly Tata came back and bought the company. So that was some, blessing for me.
Yeah.
You know.
But despite the stock being down 90%, you had the courage to average down?
Yes, sir. Because I was waiting for the thing to settle down. And that 100,000 shares which I had bought actually kept me reminding that I have to watch this share. That was on my radar.
Right.
So that was the idea.
Right.
Yeah.
And we all say, whether it's Atul Auto or whether it's Tejas, that the quality of management is important.
Yes.
For making such a big bet, did you try to understand the management quality in these companies?
Of course, management is very
Management
important.
quality. How did you assess the management quality?
I watched them. I watched their track record for last 15 years. And what they have done in last 15 years, what they had predicted, and what they have delivered, whatever they have said. So all these things I watch. And plus, so management is the first thing. And then the product which they are into and the growth of the product. So all these things I have to align together.
So the past track record is what
is very
you focus
important, of course. Yes.
on this thing. So you talked about your successes, and there have been many. Sometimes failures also teach us important lessons. Can you talk about a failure and what it taught you?
Yeah, of course. There had been many, but one I remember, one Stuart & Lloyd is one company.
IOC held.
Yeah. So that Tata used to own that company. Tata finally sold this company in 2004-05 to Indian Oil Corporation. And they were into infra. In 2003 to 8-7 was
Pipes and fittings.
Yes. So I thought I cannot go wrong in this company. I bought some 3-4 lakhs or 5-6 lakh shares I bought. And finally that company got delisted. So
you lost your entire money there?
Entire money, zero. Entire money.
So what did that teach you? The stock market is a dangerous place?
No, sir. It's a risky business, I would call it. It's a challenging business. But I don't know, because too much of, as they say, too much of analysis leads to paralysis. How can you go wrong in a company owned by Indian Oil Corporation? That time it was the only Fortune 500 company from India.
And yet you did.
Huh?
And yet you did.
Yeah, exactly. So I learned this lesson that keep walking. you do not get the same outcome of whatever input you give to the market. Market will give you different output at every given time.
Okay, now Vijay Kedia is a seasoned investor. He's had great runs. He's made a few losses. How would Vijay Kedia describe his own investment philosophy?
Ramesh Babu, I am following one very simple philosophy and I call it SMILE. Okay, S stands for small in size, medium in experience, large in aspiration, and extra large market potential. So I usually buy a smaller company in the sector, and management should have an experience of 15-20 years so that they have fallen number of times in their life and learned the lessons. And large in aspiration, they should have that aspiration from regional to national and national to international. And extra large market potential, I should invest in the fish in the ocean, not a crocodile in the pond.
But Vijay, correct me, your mentor whom you said, SP Modi, said, buy the leading companies. Now you're buying these fringe companies almost. Why is that?
Yeah, he taught me that whenever a sector changes, buy the leader. So as I told you, Ramesh Babu, that I have learned alphabet of investing from him. But I like to make my own words.
Make your own sentences now. Right. That's very good. Vijay, you are a kid who grew up in Bada Bazaar. I've also lived in that area, so I understand the culture you came from. Today you're wealthy. How has your life changed?
Nothing, sir. Life hasn't changed much. There is a quote of mine that your investment belongs to the market and your profit belongs to you. Your DP statement belongs to the market, your bank statement belongs to you. So as long as I am invested in the shares, that money does not belong to me. And every time I am illiquid, so you will hardly find some 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs rupees in my bank account and all.
You didn't answer my question. How has money changed you? I mean, are you living more luxuriously now?
No, I am living comfortably, sir. I will tell you, in Kolkata, with 21 people used to share one toilet. Now my life has changed. Now I have 3 toilets by myself.
Correct.
So that you can call it a change.
Big luxury from someone from Bada Bazaar.
Yes. I did not have 14 rupees to buy a milk powder dabba for my son, sir. So money is very important for me. Even today, if I have to spend, I am telling you from my heart, if I have to spend 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 rupees in something, my mind tells me, can I afford it? Then my subconscious mind tell me, okay, I have this much of fixed income, I can afford this. Oh. So there, I will take a...
Even today's the poor boy in Calcutta, measuring his rupees and paisa.
Yes.
Really good. Vijay, one of the part of the show that I really enjoy is doing a rapid fire. Are you ready for your rapid fire?
Yes.
Great. So let me start asking the question. An Indian promoter that you admire the most?
Rajiv Bajaj.
Why is that?
Sir, he's so big and so powerful, even then so humble, a gem of a person.
Great. A book that has influenced your investing career?
Unfortunately, I did not read any book about investing, but I had read Gita a number of times, and I am following Gita's principle in my investing principles.
Which is what? Say, do your duty, don't worry about the fruits?
Yeah, there are so many, like Karmane Vadiga Rastema Phalesu Kadachane. There is a song which I always follow, that Jo Mil Gaya Usi Ko Mukaddar Samajh Liya, Jo Kho Gaya Main Usko Bhulata Chala Gaya.
Right.
So all these things...
So you're happy in the moment, which is what Gita teaches us also. Yes. The best investing advice that you have ever received?
That I told you that Mr. SP Modi had told me once, whenever the sector changes, catch the leader.
Pratik and Anand, your 2 sons, if they came to you today and say, Dad, what is the investment advice that you would give us? What would that be?
I will give them this advice, and I do give them this advice, ki always be a learner. Don't try to become a teacher. Be a student and keep on learning.
All your life, okay. 3 adjectives that you would use to describe yourself.
I would say that I am a learner, and I would say that I am a fighter. I am stubborn, I am a fighter, and I am a risk taker, calculated risk taker.
Okay. Low risk, high return type of investments.
Yes.
Excellent. 3 players from Dalal Street that you have always admired.
Sir, have you watched this movie RRRR?
The new global Golden Globe Oscar nominated film.
Yeah, you have answer of all the things, all the questions. So RRR is a very important factor in the stock market. R stands for Ramesh, R stands for Rakesh, R stands for Radhakishan ji. So all these people are very inspirational.
Well, the latter 2 I understand. I don't know what Ramesh.
I will change my name to Ravi, sir, from Vijay to Ravi.
Thank you. No, my final question to you. 3 names. Tell me who's your favorite. Kishore Kumar, Sonu Nigam or Ajit Singh?
Arijit
Singh.
Kishore Kumar.
Great. I know you're a great singer too. So for our audience,
Yeah.
would you sing a few lines of your favorite tune from Kishore Kumar?
Okay. So you must have heard Ramesh Babu that song कहना है
हाँ.
तुमसे पहली बार.
पहली बार,
So I've
yes.
written a parody song
Okay.
and sent it to tweeted to Mrs. Nirmala
FM.
Sitaraman FM.
Okay.
तो in that song
Just एक मुखड़ा सुना दीजिए.
अच्छा उसमें मैंने उनको ऐसे बोला है कहना है मैडम से पहली बार डिविडेंड के ऊपर लेती हो मैडम टैक्स क्यों बार बार. तो उसका अंतरा ये है सर कि पूछे स्टूडेंट तुमसे पढ़ लिख करके क्या है करना, नौकरी की लाइन है लंबी, नंबर भी आएगा क्या अपना, क्या सारी डेमोग्राफी वाली बातें हैं बेकार, डिविडेंड के ऊपर लेती हो मैडम टैक्स क्यों बार बार. इसका एक लाइन और जरूरी है वो सुनाता हूं. मैडम क्या बोलती है, बोली मैडम हमसे माई मगन डोंट यू वरी, बैठी हूं मैं करने सारी चिंता दूर तेरी, 5 ट्रिलियन की इकोनॉमी हो रही है तैयार, जल्दी सी आएगी जीवन में तेरे बहार बहार बहार.
Lovely, Vijay. You've not only spoken to wizards, you've also sent a budget message to the finance minister.
Yes.
Thank you.